Welcome back to the channel. So my portfolio is once again at under $50,000. It's $49,909.67. And at the beginning of the year, my portfolio on January 3rd was $49,069.31. So I feel like we spent all of last year, 2022, trying to get my portfolio above 50,000, and it took the majority of the year, eventually got there, and then here we are near the end of this year, and once again I'm under 50,000. So year to date I've lost $3,407.52. However, I've gained in dividends $1,471.52. And this is where things get interesting. If we look at the 1 month, this past month is where I've lost the majority of that $3,400. I'm down $3,130.53, and I've earned $278.66. And then since we all know, let's look at the week first. We all know that this has been a bad week for the stock market. I'm down $851.86 this week, and I've only earned $16.59 in dividends. And then on the one day, I'm down $54.06 on Friday, and I earned $9.61 in dividends, which I believe that would be my realty income dividend. So now let's go to my activity feed. As I mentioned in my last video, on the 25th, I received that massive dividend from SCHD, my largest dividend ever, $138.57. I also deposited $25. And then I had two buys, both SCHD. Then just last night, I received my final dividends of the month, $4.83 from Avgo, $22.82 from DLR, Digital Realty Trust, and then $8.87 from Pepsi. And then now I'd like to go to my dividend growth chart to show you guys that I had a record-breaking month in September of 2023 of $282.30. And then my average dividend income for the third quarter ended up being $152.44. My average dividend income for the second quarter was $168.82. So my average dividend income has dropped. And so I definitely won't be earning as much dividend income this year as I have in the previous year. But eventually, since my portfolio is a lot stronger, and with SCHD's massive dividend income growth, I should eventually have some more incredible years for dividend income coming up. But so far in 2023, I've earned $1,534.72. And then my average for the 12 months is $127.89. So now I want to go over to track your dividends. So they are showing my portfolio a little bit higher than the actual number. But for right now, I have a portfolio yield of 3.7%. My yield on cost is 3.75%. So it's always good when your yield on cost is above your portfolio yield. And then my annual income, they're projecting I'll make $1,847. I think this year I'll hit 2,000, but in the upcoming year, I'll most likely hit that 1,800, almost 1,900. And then my portfolio beta is 0.71, which anything under 1 means that your portfolio is safer. So that's good. Next, I'm going to go to the future value of my portfolio. So they're saying my 5-year dividend growth rate is 8.52%. That's a solid growth rate. I'd say anything over 7% for your average dividend growth is great. 3.7% dividend yield. Once again, that 1,800 for the annual income. So I'm going to set this at 5 years. And then I set the dividend growth rate at 11%. That's just being a little bit conservative based on the 8.52 plus the 3.7% on my dividend yield. And then I'm doing the bare minimum average annual contributions of $6,000. I'm doing 7% price appreciation, and then max dividend yield 20%. So they're saying in 5 years, if all I do is invest $6,000 in my portfolio, the value of my portfolio could be 108 grand, and my dividend income could be $4,630. Then if I go to 10 years, they're projecting my portfolio value at $225,380, and then ending income at $11,654. At 15 years, we're looking at $446,000 and annual dividend income of about $28,000 a year. So in 15 years, I'd be around 28,000 a year. That's not bad. That should pay most of my mortgage. So that would be awesome to not have to worry about having to pay the mortgage. And then in 20 years, they're projecting I'll have $891,000 and $67,800 in dividend income. So in 20 years, I'd be 50 years old. Assuming inflation isn't absolutely horrible, I could probably retire at 51, earning that much in dividend income. But let's look at 25 years. If I was to just invest the $6,000 for 25 years and then stop, I'd be 56 years old. I'd have a $1.85 million portfolio and dividend income of $170,796. So if we look 25 years, 24, 23, 22. So if I do this for if I keep investing just $6,000 bare minimum for 22 years, they're just saying my dividend income should be just under six figures. So, and I would be 53. So that honestly, that wouldn't be bad to be earning six figures at around 53. And also right now I work at Amazon and I receive Amazon stock every year as part of my total compensation. So I would say somewhere around 10, 15 years, if I sold my Amazon stock and put that into my portfolio, I could reach my dividend income goal of six figures, just 100,000 a lot sooner. So guys, thank you for watching this video, looking at the previous month. I will see you next time.